from scratch, the opening match was Twinkle Toes against Alan Angels. And okay, I thought they're going to bring out, Olivier for the ratings, and this will be quick, and then they'll get into some business or other with his title match. So I thought skipping the match wouldn't take long, because it's not like I'm going to watch or critique or enjoy in any way Twinkle Toes against Alan Angels. But as I'm skipping through, oh my God, it's competitive. Did you watch this match?
I did, and remember, there was a big outcry during the pandemic a while back. Alan Angels wrestled Omega on one of those studio shows they did in Atlanta at QT's gym. And it was an extremely competitive match. It led to Alan Angels getting signed, I believe. And a lot of people had a problem with it because it was so competitive. And I must admit, I forgot, not that this is a big thing, but I forgot how small Alan Angels was. So we don't really see him wrestle too often. He's smaller than Omega.
Well, I mean, Omega's not a tiny, minute individual. I can knock him for a lot of things, but that's not one of them. But Alan Angels definitely, they announced him at 180, and I think they're taking my advice and boosting some of these weights. But the point is, it was 8:12 p.m. Eastern time before the world's greatest wrestling artist beat a sub 180-pound job guy and got his ass kicked in the process of it. And then got on the microphone, as we knew he would, but now, because he's done all this goofy shit with his midget, so now he's blown up and it's amplifying his phone sex voice, because he has to breathe after every, and he talks like that anyway. So now it's almost like he's going to orgasm. Oh my God. And so he's cutting the promo on Alan Angels, who has disrespected him in whatever fashion, and he asks Michael Knockitoff to give him a chair. And I swear Knockitoff gives Twinkle Toes the chair because he's going to kill Alan Angels. And the corpse ref, Knox, is in the ring standing there motionless with his hands in a bizarre position out, like he's fucking, please, sir, may I have some more? Like he's asking for a bowl of gruel. And Jim Ross, poor Jim Ross, has to say, the referee should seriously consider intervening here, trying to send a signal to the back over his headset. Hey, can anybody with the IFB and on fucking corpse referee's head ask him if he wants to goddamn move or do something? But nobody picked up on it.
He's the worst referee in the entire business.
Well, I mean, that's
unquestionably.
That doesn't even take it into it's so much worse than that. He's one of the most feckless human beings. He serves no purpose. I'm not even sure if he's breathing air. Somebody ought to put a mirror up in front of his face, see if it fogs up. But anyway, so while he's standing there, Twinkle Toes going to put the chair underneath Alan Angels. Anyway, a chair on the ground. He's going to give Alan Angels the one-winged fairy onto the chair and kill him dead. Just kill him dead. So he picks Alan Angels up, and he's got him up for the one-winged fairy. And Adam Page's music starts playing. Now, despite the fact that Page is not even visible and is at least 100 feet away from the ring, and despite the fact that Twinkle Toes really wanted to do this to Alan Angels, as soon as that music hits, he stops and puts Alan Angels down on the ground. Then, here comes Adam Page down the aisleway, and he clotheslines Knockitoff, so they get a comedy spot before the top babyface challenging for the world title even gets in the ring. He knocks Knockitoff out and keeps going. And Twinkle Toes has the chair that he's going to hit Page with, but the job guy that Twinkle Toes just beat up and beat and was going to kill jumps up and takes the chair away from him and throws it away and then drops back down selling again. And so Page comes in over the top with the buckshot lariat, but Olivier ducks it and slides out, and Page is in the ring pissed. So he picks up the belt and he puts it back over on the apron, and tells him that he's got 10 days until Full Gear to enjoy that belt. There was nothing wrong with the interplay between Harpo and Page here, but did it have to follow a fucking guy the size of an 8th grader carrying the world champion to 10 minutes of one of the hardest matches he's had on television? Or was that counterproductive?
I think it's counterproductive, and I think the argument will always be, oh, well, Ric Flair worked long matches against job guys, or this guy worked long matches against job guys.
No, he actually didn't. He works long matches against George South every once or twice a year on TV whenever the Dusty wrote him down with George South. Otherwise, he didn't work long matches with job guys.
But I agree. It's a counterproductive thing for the world champion to have a competitive match with a guy that looks like shit. I'm sorry. He has really bad tattoos, and he's really small. He shouldn't be in a competitive match with the world champion. Other than that, and the inclusion of Michael Nakazawa, I don't have any problem with this. I've told you, I like Omega as a heel. You want to make him the world champion, heel champion. Surround him with serious people you want to see get their asses kicked. Don't surround him with Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa. I could even take Don Fallis. I could even take the Cucamonga Kids.
Where is Don Fallis?
Who knows? Maybe he's got scarlet fever again. But the Omega Page stuff, no problem with it. The building to the title. I did have one thought, one question. Do you think, this is kind of awkward, do you think the Moxley stuff played into Adam Page coming out without a drink, or are they done with Adam Page coming out with a drink?
Well, remember when he came out a couple of weeks ago and did the promo that we praised to the heavens? So where have you been all of our lives? This is a main event guy. He's serious. He's talking. He's putting his foot down. He didn't have it. And then the next week he came out with a drink in his hand. It was a beer, it wasn't a whiskey, but he didn't have one here. And you know what? Regardless of what their thought process is, this would be a good place for Adam Page never to come out with a drink in his hand ever again, wouldn't it?
I agree. I completely agree. Drop this whole thing with the drinking and him and just make him a badass cowboy shit baby face that you want to see kick Omega's ass.
There you go. And besides for the optics, as the kids say, for the appearance of it, it's in bad taste. It was stupid to begin with. So, yeah, poor old Hangman can go back to being a regular wrestler instead of a sad, morose drinker. Anyway, Malachi Black did another dark, spooky promo. He has been barred from ringside. Either that or he missed his flight. No, he's been barred from ringside, but it won't matter. He said when they assassinated Caesar, it wasn't just Marcus that betrayed him. Dramatic foreshadowing.
It was Bruce.
Well, no, you're not thinking of it. That's a different betrayal. But I was thinking, now, wait a minute. It was Brutus also. So was this going to be little Brutus that betrays Cody? You know, the little Brutus from the Dork Order?
What if it's what if it's Brandy? Oh, that would actually be great. A Brandy heel turn on Cody?
That may be the only thing that could turn him babyface.
Oh, that would be great. And she would have a ball. It would be the one time people enjoy Brandy, and she's actually having a good time too.
Well, but we know it ain't going to be, and it ain't going to happen. But anyway,